All right, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well in peace, love, and salutations to the men out there pushing His word in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel Allah, coming back at you from the GMS Camp Atlanta through the Spirit with another lesson. I pray and hope that it's edifying. And this lesson, real quick, is touching on how we have to continuously labor in order to enter into our rest. Okay, and I was reading First Kings, and there was a precept that came up. I'm gonna bring it out in a second, but it was pretty much the inspiration for this video. So I'm gonna start off though with Hebrews 4:11, and it says, "Let us labor therefore to enter into our rest, lest any man may fall after the example of unbelief." Okay, so we have to work and go out there and teach this word onto men and labor in order to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Okay, we can't just think that just knowing that we're an Israelite is enough. You know, you have to do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai by trying to keep His commandments to the best of your ability and warning those who are not keeping it to keep it. To chant down the downfall of Babylon the Great and this wicked kingdom. Okay, so we have a responsibility to, in order to achieve that rest, and we're going to get into, what some of that rest looks like. All right, but in order for us to actually enter into that rest, we have to earn it. It's kind of like, when they say the glory years for old people is their retirement. They work their whole entire life, and then the latter end of their life, they get to sit back and relax and enjoy the fruits of their labor. They get to see their family grown up. They get to spend the savings that they had in vacation. Back when America was about something. Now they're taking all the 401ks and the pension funds from people. So, so yeah, America, you don't really have that like you did before. But back at that time, they had something. The golden years where you can retire and you cease from your labor, so now you can enjoy your work. We're not at that time right now. We are about to enter into some incredibly heavy times. And these times that we're in, we're going to need Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai more than we've ever have in the history of Israelites, because this is going to be Jacob's trouble. And if you haven't been doing vehemently doing the work to enter into your rest, you're not going to get that, because that rest has to be earned. Okay, and I'm gonna get another precept just to show like so this is Matthew, but you have to earn. Okay, you have to earn this rest. You have to prove to the Lord that you're wanted. That's why it says you must labor to enter into your rest. It must says put on as one of the elect. You have to act the part and play the part. Okay, so this is Matthew 6:19, and it says, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. You see that? Because everything here on this side is temporal. Everything on this side is temporary. It can be gone. Okay, people can take them from you. People can take your land. They can take your home. They can take your valuables. You die, you can't take none of this stuff with you. Okay, what the Lord is saying, verse 20, but lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So when you're laboring for the kingdom of heaven, you're putting your heavenly treasures in a place that just appreciates in value. It doesn't depreciate in value. No one can take it. These are treasures that the Lord had put in a treasure trove for you, and you're going to have that fund when it's time. So when that time comes, you're going to be able to make a withdrawal from that. Okay. Now we're going to give an example of that when we go to the book of Kings. So we're going to go to the book of 1 Kings 5, and we're going to read. We're going to start from verse 1. It says, "And Hiram, king of Tyre, sent his servants unto Solomon, for he had heard that they had anointed him king in the room of his father. And Hiram was ever a lover of David. And Solomon sent to Hiram, saying, Thou knowest how that David my father could not build the house unto the name of the Lord his power, for the wars which were about him on every side until the day until the Lord put them under the soles of his feet." Now, isn't that kind of like the situation that we're in right now? We're at war at all sides. This devil is polluting the air, the water, the food, the family, the functionality between men. Everything is destroyed, and we're being constantly attacked. So isn't that's what's happening right now? So we're waiting on the Lord to put all of our enemies under our feet. Okay, we're waiting on the Lord to put an end to all this. It says, "But now the Lord my power hath given me rest on every side, so that there is neither adversary nor evil occurrent." You see that? So because the Lord had gave him rest on every side, he didn't have any evil. So now all he had was the ability to be creative, to do the work, to do the will of the Lord. I mean, he had so much stuff because now he wasn't worried about the enemies. He wasn't worried about a famine. He wasn't worried about those chief things in life that we need in order to survive. None of those things mattered anymore because he had those things in very great abundance. Okay? Now look, verse 5, I'm just reading this to make a point. It says, "And behold, I purpose to build an house unto the name of Yahweh my power, as the Lord spake unto David my father, saying, Thy son, whom I will set upon thy throne in thy room, he shall build an house unto my name." You see that? So because the work was completed, because the Lord had put all of the enemies under David's feet, and everything was subdued, now Solomon, his son, was able to build an house unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see? Because he completed the labor, he completed the work. You see? And this is an example. He gave a clear example of that. But now Yahweh my power had given me rest on every side. He no longer had to labor. You see? But we can't get that rest on this side until the labor is completed. Okay? I'm gonna go to show that. I'm gonna go to I believe it's Zechariah. No, this ain't it. I'm gonna get this later. I'm gonna go back to Hebrews. So we're gonna get that. Go back to Hebrews one more time. We'll reiterate that precept. So this is Hebrews 4:11, and it says, "Let us therefore labor to enter into our rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief." So we have to continuously do this work, and sharpen ourselves so we won't fall into the example of unbelief. And we have to teach others to do so. You see, that may hear the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So, just like King Solomon said that the Lord had gave him rest, the Lord will give us rest after we complete our labors. Okay? This is Micah 2. I'm going to go to Micah 2. Micah 2:10. And it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it's polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction." You see that? So the situations and the place and the people and everything that we're living in Babylon to this day is not our rest. This isn't for us. This is why we're so destroyed on this side. This is why our relationships between us and our women are destroyed. Our relationships between um, uh, the men, the, the the nation itself is destroyed. Okay, because this is not our rest. This is our enemy's rest, not our rest. Okay, Jacob's heaven is Esau's hell. Esau's hell is Jacob's heaven. This is our hell at this current moment. Okay? So, in order for us to get into our heaven, we got to work. Okay? We have to work. We have to continue to go out and do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to store our treasures up in heaven so that in Jacob's trouble, we will have something to withdraw from. We can have the Lord look upon our works. Okay? When it, we be of that number, and Lord willing, if we make it to the kingdom of heaven, we have accounts of things that we did to earn our position. Okay, that we will be able to bring us forever and ever and ever. With every generation that is born, we can continuously tell the story of how the Lord conquered Babylon using us as a tool, and we escaped the destruction. You see that? And all of our enemies were laid down before us. You see? So that right there is our rest. So that's something for us to labor for, and that's actually comforting because we know that there's something other than this on the other side. All right? So now I'm going to go to that let me see this one. John. Yeah. All right, so this is John 9:4. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. You see that? And that goes for us too. Because there's going to come a time where we're not going to be able to do the work of the Lord because Jacob's trouble is going to be here. They're going to shut the internet down. Everything is going to be in chaos. This is going to happen very soon. So we have to work the work of him that sent us while we can. Okay? So that we can have this account. We can have this bank account, so to speak, in heaven. To where the Lord can say, yeah, man, he did the work. He did what he was supposed to do. He had faith. He wasn't just, and just don't think, it's just, when we say doing the work, that's all encompassing. That's just not, you doing, you fellowship with the brothers, you throw up a meaningful video, but then, in your private life, you're a big boy nigga. No, that you gotta, the work is all encompassing. It's all parts of your life. You're using the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So this is, very important that we do the work while we have the opportunity to, because the day is going to come real soon. We're not going to be able to. Okay? So this is a part of laboring to enter into your rest. I mean, if you want the kingdom, you got to work for it. You know what I'm saying? You have to labor. You got to do the work. You have to show your faith by your works. You can talk the talk all you want, but if you're not showing your faith through the works of him, of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, if you're not showing that faith through those works, then, really you're not doing nothing. You're just a vain talker. Okay? I'm going to go to Zechariah 1:15. It says, no, this ain't it. This ain't what I wanted. That was pretty much it, Yeah, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to go into pretty much the labor of the Lord. We could have hit a bunch more precepts, but, the point was pretty much made. In order for us to enter into the kingdom of heaven, to actually get our rest, we have to labor. All right? So with that, I pray this was an edifying lesson. I'm going to end it off by giving all praise going on to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. So the next time I hear I say Shalom.